Two Distant Strangers is a 2020 sci-fi drama directed by Trayvon Free and Martin Desmond Rowe, and it's written by Trayvon Free.
It stars rapper Joey Badass, Andrew Howard, and Zaria. There are currently no Tomato Meter ratings, but hey, who needs them? The audience score is 67%.
In what feels like a modern take on a Twilight Zone episode, Two Distant Strangers follows Carter as he finds himself reliving the same confrontation with NYPD officer Merck over and over and over again. It's kind of like a dark take on Groundhog's Day. Even darker than Edge of Tomorrow, if you remember us talking about that. But so initial thoughts, there was a lot of cool stuff that went on in this. It was interesting. It was, in my opinion, well done for the budget that they had. But it is definitely a rough watch, not because of the lack of budget or anything like that. Of course, this is not some $300 million blockbuster with a $70 million budget for its director's cut and everything. This is a little lower production than we talked about last week, but I don't think that makes it a worse movie in any way. With this only having a 32-minute runtime, I do feel like I've said already enough about the plot that I really want to say whatsoever. There is more. This is way more social commentary than a film, in my opinion, but I don't mean that in a negative way. I do think that it is, in my opinion, necessary social commentary for right now. I think that it makes people think about something that is very serious that is going on, and literally right now is a perfect time for this. We're filming this episode on April 14th of 2021. Right now, as we speak, the trial for Derek Chauvin is going on. We are a nation that is somehow debating if the 8 minutes and 42 seconds of a man's knee on his neck is what killed this man. I'm at a loss as to how that's going on when someone says I can't breathe 28 times and they still end up dying from that. Somehow we're debating that while that is being debated and that trial is currently going on. Not 10 miles away from there, Dante Wright was shot and killed during a traffic stop by an officer now claiming to pull their taser instead of their handgun. I really think we are in a time loop that this movie is showing us. So the one problem I do have with this movie, though, is I feel like it may be kind of echo chambery and resonate with the people that already have a feeling on this side. And I don't know if there's enough there to reach out to the people that you're maybe trying to bring to your side or enlighten to a certain position. But with that being said, I to give this a verdict, I do have to give this one a yes. I know that it is more social observation than film. I know that it is more enlightening than entertaining, but sometimes I do think that is what we need. Sometimes we have to face the ugly truths about the world before we can get to the changes. That's just the way it is. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, there was a brief one-sentence review that I read about this movie short film, I guess you'd call it, that I kind of agree with. They said it's a bit more triggering than entertaining. Yeah. When I hear the term triggered, I don't think it upsets me or makes me angry. To me, that's almost I'm talking like post-traumatic stress level, like at the point where if you've had something occur to you that's similar enough to the subject matter, I honestly wouldn't recommend watching it. It's not gonna do anything for you, really. But if you're someone that's interested in hearing a somewhat eerie story about some stuff that's very similar to things that we're dealing with now, I mean, it's a good movie for that. I'm not gonna say I was entertained by it. I wasn't. There's a few parts in there that I found really disturbing. It was a hard watch, but sometimes I think it's good to, take in media, be it movies, music, or books that are hard or difficult to deal with. So yeah, for me, there's a couple parts in the film that really creeped me out, like not even just social commentary wise, but like sci-fi kind of shit. Like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. As commenting on it as a film and not as a social commentary, I tend to get sort of tired of the same day over and over again mechanic. And I kind of find it a little tired. But when I watched this one, I don't know if it's the subject matter or what, but I didn't find the mechanic in the film as tired as I usually do. I was actually interested to see what happened instead of kind of rolling my eyes. Even the episode we did on Edge of Tomorrow, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it, please. It's a good one. Even then, I liked that movie, and I think I gave that one a yes, but I still kind of found that mechanic tired in that film. And in this one, it really didn't bother me. I didn't notice. There is one tiny thing that I will mention that's a semi-spoiler. If you watch the film, you will see a very, very, very long list of names. If you care, I think everyone should pick out a couple names on that list and find out what happened. And if you got the time, maybe all of them. And if you can do that, then you'll have more information on the subject matter of this film than most other individuals even bother to get.
True.
And if you read those names, say those names.
Yeah.
This one's a yes.